What it do? It's Town Crew. Hey man, listen. Today, I just got to be real with you guys, man. I'm gonna get this off the cuff. I think the only way to do this is to just air out my grievances because over the weekend, UFC Fight Night Perez versus Tyra made me fucking hate the sport, bro. And I'm looking at the future lineups. I'm looking at some past events. I'm thinking about how 302 was and, you know, some of these other fight nights. And I gotta be honest, bro, the UFC is fucking trash right now, dude. The UFC is getting borderline unwatchable sometimes. This past weekend is the first time I've legit stopped watching a card while it was live. I just went out and fucking enjoyed my life. I went for a fucking walk, dude. I went outside like Thanos at the end of a fucking Infinity Avengers and fucking walked outside and just sat on the fucking bench, dude. I enjoyed my life, bro. This was the most boring, low energy, terrible matchmaking, no finishes. I mean, what the fuck is Miles John, this little fucking dwarf, doing in the co-main event? Who the fuck is Timmy Kwamba, bro? Who is this, dude? And then I get to the main event and I'm like, you know what? This might be it's a decent matchup. I mean, it's Tetsuro Taira, bro. It's Tetsuro Taira, Alex Perez. That's a good matchup. And it ends via injury, bro. This guy had a fucking Arkham Asylum boss battle fucking back take and wins via injury. The UFC, I'm not joking, it's borderline fucking unwatchable. And this card was dog shit, bro. It was like, and the thing that's fucking hard for me to make this video is because every time I watch a bad card like this one, I'll be like, man, the UFC is fucking trash. But then last week I was like, you know what? These aren't even bad fights. You know, and I don't know if it's the crowd, I don't know if it's the matchmaking, but the UFC has done this amazing thing where they can go 1 week where you're borderline fucking hate watching the sport. Like we got fucking Lerone Murphy, Edson Barboza, and then 302 is dog shit, but the main event is good, right? And then Canelo Mavov's alright, ends with a terrible fucking stoppage in the main event. You know, decent card, and then they put on this shit. I've never seen a company do so good and so bad at the same time. Like, how is this the same promotion that's made this dog shit card also made 303? Why are the short notice fights better than the actual fights as well? That's one thing I want to talk about as well. Listen, bro, the matchmaking right now in the UFC is so fucking top heavy, and they got exposed, bro. They got exposed by Whitaker versus Chimaev. Now we've got Whitaker versus Aliskerov main eventing. You know, oh my god, Kelvin Gastelum, Daniel Rodriguez featured fight. Holy shit, dude. 303 got better, right? But it was looking pretty fucking cooked without McGregor versus Chandler, right? We've got Mero Bueno Silva, Macy Chasson on the fucking main card. You know what I'm saying, dude? And then even this weekend, like, what? Like, Timmy, who the fuck is Timmy Kwamba, bro? What the fuck is this, dude? Who the fuck is fucking Carly Judas, 3-2? I didn't realize I was tuning into fucking Bellator, bro. I did not realize I was watching fucking Bellator Fight Night in the Apex, bro. How the fuck does NXT, how the fuck does WWE get more fucking hype in the Apex than the actual UFC? I'm gonna put a picture on screen right now. How does the fucking UFC, how the fuck does WWE make a more hype event in the Apex? The commentary was dog shit. The build-up was dog shit. It felt like nobody actually wanted to be at this event, even the fighters included. You know, and like I said, the top-heavy matchmaking, why are the short-notice fights better? Right? Why are the short-notice fights that you're making better than the actual matchmaking you're doing? Even the main event of this fucking abomination of a card was a short-notice change up. It was supposed to be Alex Perez versus Tagir Ulanbekov. Why? Why? He's number 12. Why? What the fuck are we doing? Even Whitaker Aliskerov, you seriously couldn't get anybody else. You couldn't just push back Whitaker to UFC 305 and put him on the Perth card and have fucking Pavlovich versus Volkov as a main event. That's a decent main event. That's a decent fight. What the fuck is Aliskerov doing fighting Robert Whitaker? That makes no fucking sense. Regardless, bro. That's one thing I wanted to talk about was the matchmaking. But when I complain about this shit, like I said, some weeks it's fucking trash, and then you look at these fights, it's Raul Rosas Jr. featured fight, Dominic Reyes in the co-main event. These are decent fights. These are decent fights. You don't have to put top 10 fighters on every single fight on the card. You just have to put together main events that make sense and you have to put together exciting matchups on the fucking main card, bro. Raul versus Junior, Ricky Tercios. Perfect example. That's a prospect people care about. It's a guy he's got beef with. It's in front of a crowd. It's really not that fucking hard. Like, why are we still in the fucking Apex as well, bro? Because this card is not even that good, but it was a million times better than this fucking dog shit. This was complete fucking this made me hate watching UFC, bro. I don't know about you guys, man. This shit made me hate fucking watching UFC. I genuinely stopped watching. I genuinely just tuned out and enjoyed my fucking life, bro. You know? And it's just fucking ridiculous, bro, because, you know, like I said, Louisville, St. Louis, they've got local names to get the crowd hyped. They got banger matchups between prospects. They've got decently ranked fighters in the main and co-main event. You know, they're building up the fight with some promotion, some hype, some trash talking at the weigh-ins. It's such a big difference compared to cards like this at the Apex, dude. I'm not joking. I would rather this entire event get fucking cancelled and we just add Tatsuro Taira versus Alex Perez to UFC 303. And we add, you know, Joshua Van versus Tagir Ulanbekov to, you know, Whitaker versus Chimaev, right? That would fit perfectly on this card instead of fucking Muhammad Naimov, bro. You know what I'm saying, dude? Like, it's really not that hard to just make better cards, and I don't understand it. I don't get why the fucking current day UFC, it's either a complete stack top to bottom pay-per-view like UFC 304, where you can tell they've actually planned out what the fuck they want to do. Like, how the fuck? I'm not even going to talk about this fucking shit, dude. Mike Malott, the co-main event. Get fucked. Seriously, fuck off. What the fuck is this? What the fuck is Brad Tavares doing in the main event? Anyways, dude, 304. You can tell they've actually planned this out. Because this is a fucking great card. This is how the fuck is Leon? How am I most excited for a Leon Edwards fight in the next 2 months? Besides Pereira versus Prohaska. Again, short notice. Not actually the plan. Why am I so excited for a Leon Edwards fight? What the fuck are you guys doing? Why is Nick Diaz and Tony Ferguson not fighting each other? What? Watch Vicente Luque get injured and we actually end up with Diaz versus Tony. Like, that's how cooked the fucking UFC is. They make the most dumb fucking fights on long-term booking, and then all of a sudden, short notice, they can put together these banger matches. Where was Brian Ortega versus Diego Lopez? How did you just throw that together? But you're making some of these other fights. It makes no fucking sense to me, dude. Oh my god, bro. And like I said, dude, you don't have to have top-ranked fighters top to bottom on a card, man. Just have to have solid matchups that make it more watchable than a boxing card, where you're just asking to be, where you're with your mates, you go, yo, bro, just text me when the main event starts. Yo, just ping me when the main event starts. It should not be like that for UFC, bro. It should not be like that for UFC. And that's not even talking about the fucking actual promotion of these good fights, right? 304, 303, these are great matchups, dude, right? These are decent main events. I feel like we're not even doing close to the level of promotion that we used to do for these fights. They've given up on Fight Night. It's borderline like watching fucking Contender Series at this point, half these fight nights. Especially when they're in the Apex. They're just cooked, right? And I wish they would just be honest and just label these fight nights as like, oh, Dana White's development night, you know, UFC development event or some shit like that. Like, you know, stop trying to pretend that you're putting on good fights. And Michael Bisping's like, oh my word, buddy, what a great card we got tonight, buddy. Oh my word. Like, fuck off, bro. Fuck off. It's really not that hard. Let me talk to you about what it should be, dude. All right? For a fight night, bro, it should be top 10 ranked fighters in the main event, or at least one top 5 fighter in the main event. All right? It should not be WMMA in the main event unless it's a fucking bang. I'm just going to say that. For the co-main event, there was a time where you would get a title elimination, but fucking Eddie Alvarez versus RDA was the main event of a fight night. You fucks. And they've ruined it. They've ruined it, bro. You used to have title fights in the main event of fight nights. You used to have title elimination bouts. Now you can't even get it. You're lucky to get a fucking top 10 of fighter in the main event of a fight night. What the fuck are we doing? So listen, bro, this is what fight night should be. Top 10 in the main event, top 15 in the co-main event, exciting prospect in the featured fight. I am not asking for ranked fights top to bottom on a fight night. I want good fights on pay-per-view. I do not want Bo Nickel on the fucking main card of a pay-per-view. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. Alright? Listen, bro. Fight nights. Top 10 main event, top 15 co-main event, top 15 in the fucking opener of the main card. It's not that hard to do. Here's an example. I'll give you a fucking example right here, dude. I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about, dude. I'm not going to talk about Brad Tavares fucking... This one, all right? Let's take a look at this one. Calvin Kattar, Kyle Nelson, all right? For the September 8th fight night. Let's do Gilbert Burns versus Sean Brady in the main event. Let's do Rob Font versus Kyler Phillips in the co-main event. Do Joe Pyfer versus Bruno Ferreira as the featured fight. Add Tagir Ulanbekov versus Joshua Van. Rebook that fight for this card. And then open up the card with this fight. Calvin Kattar versus Kyle Nelson. That is a good fight night you can put in front of a crowd in Canada or in fucking Philadelphia or fucking Boston, wherever the fuck you want, right? And then just put together decent matchups between prospects on the prelims. Boom! That's not unreasonable. That is not unreasonable, dude. That is not asking too much of the UFC. And when it comes to pay-per-views, I mean, UFC 304, this is a fucking banger, dude. This is a fucking masterclass in how you're supposed to do it. Right? Because a pay-per-view, I'm expecting at least a title fight that people give a fuck about in the main event. All right? I don't want flyweight main events. I don't want WMMA title fight main events. I'm sorry, respectfully speaking. You need to have at least one good title fight or a fucking extreme grudge match, dude. Like some Conor McGregor versus Michael Chandler, Colby Covington versus Dustin Poirier. You need a title elimination bout as the co-main, just like they've done here. You need top 10 fighters on the card. And like I said, you need to avoid affirmative action WMMA fights. Because 303 is a decent card, but come on, dude. I am dreading watching Macy Chiasson versus fucking, what's her name, Mayra Bueno Silva. Okay? Stop trying to force this shit on pay-per-views unless you know it's going to be a bang. And listen, when I say shit like this, people think I don't like women. Bro, I will watch Jessica Andrade fight. I will watch Marina Rodriguez fight. I'll watch Weili Zhang fight. I don't even dislike Macy Barber versus Rose Namajunas. The rest of the card is fucking dog shit, bro. Like, if this had a decent undercard, I would be excited. These are two women that actually try to fight each other. I'm not mad at that as a fight, bro. But these cards are just fucking ridiculous, bro. And it makes me hate watching the UFC, bro. I can't have this bipolar fucking booking of fights. And the promotion itself is terrible as well for these pay-per-views. I feel like we're missing out on better press conferences. You know, every fighter should be on stage. Every fighter should be getting asked questions. Your opponent said this. What do you think about it? Your opponent said he's going to finish you. What do you have to say to that? You know, this guy said this about your team. What do you think of that? Right? Where's the face-to-face sit-downs? I've said this on streams before and shit. I think UFC main events should be given a face-to-face sit-down interview. I think that would help out fights so much, like Bilal versus Leon. Right? Imagine a face-to-face... Hey, bro, you literally been ducking me for like 4 years, bro. Bro, what are you talking about, bro? You literally ducking me for 4 years, bro. You already know that I'm gonna beat you in the striking, in the grappling. Bro, you started crying in the octagon, bro. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, bro? If you started crying in the octagon, bro. You won 9 fights in a row, bro. I did the same, bro. I didn't get title shot, bro. So I don't know what you're talking about, bro. Bro, you literally got a title shot. You know what I'm saying? I want to see these two in a room together beefing. I think that would benefit the main event so fucking much. And it would benefit so many other title fights, even fights that you don't really care about. If you saw them beefing or interacting with each other, you would care a little bit more. I feel like, all in all, what I'm trying to say is, dude, the quality of cards that we're getting is fucking dog shit. The quality of fighters getting signed to the UFC right now is at the lowest we've ever seen. The promotional aspect of these big fights that we do get, it's bare minimum. You get a hype promo, you get announced on the pay-per-view with the ESPN music, you know, next week, Tai Tuivasa, Shamil Gaziev will throw down in the Apex. That's all you get, right? Where's the fucking press conferences, dude? Where's the face-to-face interviews, bro? Where's the media day press conferences? Where's the fucking open workout, dude? Where's the thrill and the agony? What are we doing? I don't know, man. Hopefully this makes sense. These are all my thoughts on the UFC. And also, can I just say, these fucking decision gloves that have only produced 5 KOs are not helping either. Like, how the fuck is there only been 5 knockouts in the past 3 events, dude? What the fuck are these Bilal Muhammad designed gloves doing, bro? Please fix that shit, man. But I don't know, man. These are just my general ranting thoughts on the current state of the UFC. Let me know what you guys think down below. Am I tripping? Or do you agree with me? Let me know in the comments down below. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel. Go follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Bedtime MMA. I'll see you guys in the next video. Hopefully I won't be ranting. But yeah, I'll see you in the next video, man. Goodbye.